Hello guys, I am Social Media. Here all topics for medical laboratory technician is here. So let us play the video. Today we are discussing about necrosis part 2. Guys, in this video we are discussing about types of necrosis. So guys, as I told you in my previous video also, there are 5 types of necrosis. First of all, coagulative necrosis, second liquefaction necrosis, third gaseous necrosis, and 4 fat necrosis, and 5 fibrinoid necrosis. So in this video we are discussing about the types of necrosis and its morphological features. Coagulative necrosis. What is coagulative necrosis? So coagulative necrosis is the most common type of necrosis which is present in the body. It is mostly caused by sudden cessation of blood flow, which is known as ischemia, and less from bacterial and fungal infection. Means guys, coagulative necrosis mostly caused by ischemia and lessly caused by bacterial or fungal infection. The organs which are commonly affected in coagulative necrosis is heart, kidney and spleen. Guys, I told you in Hindi also. So guys, coagulative necrosis क्या होता है? Coagulative necrosis most common type of necrosis होता है which is present in the body. ये दोस्तों मोस्टली काउज होता है इस्कीमिया की वजह से एंड लेसली काउज होता है बैक्टीरिया या फिर फंगल इन्फेक्शन की वजह से. कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस में जो ऑर्गन्स अफेक्टेड होते हैं गाइज वो हैं हार्ट, किडनी एंड स्प्लीन. Morphological features of coagulative necrosis. So in the morphological features, guys, we seen the specimen in 2 types. First of all, grossly and second microscopically. So what is the meaning of grossly? Guys, when we seen the specimen by the naked eyes, that is called we seen grossly. And microscopically means guys, when we seen the specimen in microscope, that is called microscopically. Grossly, when we see the affected area in the early stage, foci of coagulative necrosis are pale, firm and slightly swollen. Means foci means guys central point. So central point of coagulative necrosis in the early stage, the color is pale, firm and slightly swollen. While in the progression stage of coagulative necrosis, they become more yellowish, softer and shrunken. सो गाइज मार्फोलॉजिकल फीचर्स में गाइज हम बेसिकली 2 तरीके से नेक्रोसिस की मार्फोलॉजी को देखते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ग्रॉसली देखते हैं. ग्रॉसली में क्या होता है, हम अपने नेकेड आई के सहायता से देखते हैं. और सेकंड इज माइक्रोस्कोपिकली देखते हैं. माइक्रोस्कोपिकली में एज अ नेम सजेस्ट हम माइक्रोस्कोप की सहायता से गाइज उसकी मार्फोलॉजी को डिटेक्ट करते हैं. सो ग्रॉसली में क्या होगा गाइज, अगर अर्ली स्टेज का इन्फेक्शन है कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस का गाइज, तो उसका जो फोकाई है सेंट्रल पॉइंट है उसका कलर हो जाता है पेल, फर्म एंड स्लाइटली स्वेलन. वाइल इन द प्रोग्रेशन स्टेज, और जब दोस्तों इस कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस का प्रोग्रेशन स्टेज आ जाता है तो इसका कलर हो जाता है मोर येलोविश, सॉफ्टर एंड श्रंकन. इन द माइक्रोस्कोपिकली, द हॉलमार्क ऑफ कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस इज द कन्वर्जन ऑफ नॉर्मल सेल इनटू tombstones. दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सेंटेंस गाइज. When we see in coagulative necrosis in microscope, we will see tombstones like structures are always present in the coagulative necrosis. So guys, जब हम माइक्रोस्कोप में देखते हैं तो कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस का जो हॉलमार्क है वो है tombstones like structure. मीन्स गाइज जब भी कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस होगा तो tombstone like structures आपको माइक्रोस्कोप में देखने को मिल जाएंगे. आई होप गाइज कि आप सभी को टोम्बस्टोन स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में पता होगा. बेसिकली टोम्बस्टोन क्या होता है, कब्र के जो आगे रखा होता है पत्थर बड़ा सा गाइज, उस पर नेम लिखा होता है, उसके याद में एज लिखा होता है, डेट लिखा होता है. सो उसी को टोम्बस्टोन कहते हैं. और कोगुलेटिव नेक्रोसिस में इसी टोम्बस्टोन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर दोस्तों आपको देखने को मिल जाते हैं. लिक्विफैक्शन और कोलिक्वेटिव नेक्रोसिस. As a name suggests, liquefaction means the affected area is liquefied. Why it occurs in the body? It occurs commonly due to ischemic injury, bacterial or fungal infection. It also occurs due to the degradation of tissue by the action of powerful hydrolytic enzymes. Means guys, the causes of liquefaction is ischemic injury, bacterial or fungal infection and the powerful hydrolytic enzymes which degrade the tissue. The organs which are commonly affected in liquefaction necrosis is infarct, brain, and sebaceous cavity. Morphological features of liquefaction necrosis. So when we see grossly, the affected area is soaked with liquefied center containing necrotic debris. Later, a cyst wall is formed. How cyst wall is formed? I told you in the below sentences. So in the grossly, you must know affected area is soaked with liquefied center containing necrotic debris, and later in the affected area a cyst wall is formed. How formed? I told you. So in the microscopically, when we see in microscope, the cyst space contains necrotic cell debris and macrophages filled with phagocytosed material. Means guys, this figure is showing the cyst. So in the cyst, in between the cyst, there is a necrotic cell debris and macrophages present who phagocytose the material. The cyst wall is formed by proliferating capillaries, inflammatory cell, and gilioses in the case of brain. So how cyst wall is formed? Cyst wall is formed by proliferating capillaries, inflammatory cells, and gilioses in the case of brain. Caseous necrosis. So caseous necrosis is found in the center of foci of tuberculous infection. Means whenever tuberculous infection occurs, so in the tuberculous infection of foci, there is caseous necrosis occurs also. So it is the combined feature of coagulative and liquefactive necrosis. Means the morphological features of caseous necrosis is similar to both coagulative and liquefactive necrosis. Morphological features of caseous necrosis. So when we see in grossly, the affected area look like a dry cheese, soft, granular, and yellowish. And when we see in the microscopically, the necrosed foci are structureless, eosinophilic, and granular debris, while surrounding tissue show characteristic of granulomatous inflammatory reaction, as I show you in the figure. So this is the figure of caseous necrosis of lymph nodes. So in this figure, the caseous necrosis is here, which is structureless, eosinophilic, and granular debris. And this is a granulomatous inflammation which is in surrounding, and viable lymphoid tissues are also present. In the figure 2, this is the periphery of caseous necrosis which show granulomatous inflammation. Fat necrosis. Fat necrosis is the special form of cell death occurring at least two anatomically different locations but morphologically similar lesions. So fat necrosis is a special form of cell death. Whenever fat necrosis occurs, it means two anatomically different location site is affected in the body, but the appearing of these wounds, lesions is similar. Example of fat necrosis is acute pancreatic necrosis and traumatic fat necrosis, which is commonly present in the breast. Fibrinoid necrosis. So fibrinoid necrosis is characterized by deposition of fibrin-like materials in the affected area. It occurs due to immunologic tissue injury, for example, autoimmune diseases, arterioles in hypertension, and peptic ulcer, etc. So causes of fibrinoid necrosis is immunologic tissue injury, arterioles in hypertension, and peptic ulcer, etc. Now we will discussing about morphological features of fibrinoid necrosis. So in the microscopically, the fibrinoid necrosis is identified by brightly eosinophilic hyaline-like deposition in the vessels wall is present, and the necrotic focus surrounded by clear debris of neutrophils. So guys, जब हम फिब्रिनाइड नेक्रोसिस को माइक्रोस्कोप में देखते हैं तो हम इसे आइडेंटिफाई तभी करते हैं जब हमें ब्राइटली इजोनोफिलिक हायालिन लाइक डिपोजिशन वेजल्स वाल में जो है दिखाई देता है, या फिर सराउंडिंग एरिया में न्यूट्रोफिल्स दिखाई देती है गाइस, तो फिर हम डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि हाँ ये फिब्रिनाइड नेक्रोसिस है.